Hey guys, Jacob here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that a few of you guys have brought to my attention. And before I say anything, I've known about some of this stuff for a little while now. At least one of the posts, or two of them actually, because one of them is pretty old compared to we're 2021, so this one's a few years old when I seen this. First, if you guys are new, welcome to the channel. I upload daily Division 2 content on select build videos, vendor resets, and overall news on the game. Now, today's topic is going to be pretty much all about Red Storm, and some people have been asking me since I made the Star Wars video, what do I think about Red Storm taking over the mantle for the Division 2? Now, if you guys are not aware, Red Storm has a very small group of employees. I think it's around 180 to 200 employees working in Red Storm Entertainment. Now, I'm not saying they couldn't, make games, but I feel like that they are probably going to be associated with another company working on other projects. But speaking of projects, this is where their logo, which as you guys will see here, is a Manhunt logo. This is why a lot of people have been asking me about this, and this is a pretty old thing. This happened a good while ago when they changed this to the Manhunt logo. And people are asking me, what do I think this means? Is this going to be Division 3? Is this going to be, Division 2 related? And I'm going to give you guys my honest answers in this video, what I think this is going to be, and give you guys some, pretty much what it points to, what I think it could be. Now, like I said, there's only a few, I think 200 employees in Red Storm Entertainment, and Massive has like 600 or 700 employees. So they have way more people than Red Storm does, but I still feel like Red Storm could help Massive if Massive is going to go over to Star Wars and, the new Avatar game, which you guys know Star Wars is being made by Ubisoft and Massive and Lucas Games. But, back to this, for the Red Storm photo, I feel like they could still have a little bit of people from Massive and the people from Red Storm and work on more DLCs or just, small expansions for the Division 2. Or even the bigger picture, what a lot of people have been pointing out to me recently, and that's going to be a Battle Royale. And the reason why they're talking about Battle Royale is because this post right here. This post is pretty old. It's from 2018 when I saw this. I didn't really know what to think about it when I was thinking about standalones or just a spin-off game. I was thinking more of, I think around the time people were talking about how they might make a single-player driven Division game where it's no character building, it's just a single-player experience, kind of like Ghost Recon Wildlands was. Now, I have no problem with this, but I feel like if they kept it a DLC and not single-player, I think it'd make players obviously way more happy because people love multiplayer and playing together. And it compresses, you compress the story even more. But, who knows about this? And this is just a rumor. Keep this in mind. This was posted on April 5th, 2018. So it's been a few years since this was posted. And I've had multiple people bring this up to my attention. And this is a very old post. So nothing ever came from it. I don't know if they got, caught up with some other project and had to stop working on this. Or they flipped it around for the game mode, which is Summit, or Codename Nightmare, which this is what it was supposed to be, but who really knows at this point. But like I said, as you guys know, they are working on Star Wars and they are working on Avatar. Now, they're going to probably split their team a good chunk working on both these games, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to stop working on the Division. They could have people like from Red Storm Entertainment and also people from Massive keep the game going while they are sitting there working on Star Wars, either giving us smaller things of content or giving us one final expansion to wrap up the Division 2, which I don't think Season 4 is the end for the Division 2. I feel like we're still going to get more information and more content, at least a little bit. But at the same time, we haven't gotten a state of the game in a while, and they've been kind of quiet, and they haven't really said anything, so who really knows what this means. But someone also pointed out that how this could be a potential survival spin-off. Now, I've been wanting survival in this game for a very long time now, and they could do this because there's other games to make kind of extensions to their game that aren't really in the game, but they're connected. A good example of that would be Warzone from Call of Duty. I feel like, they could do this. Someone brought this up to my attention the other night because they said that Warzone would be a great example if they made a DLC where it's just a big open area map and you spawn in, you have no gear, and it's pretty much just battle royale survival. And obviously you'd have, this would be a custom map most likely, and they could potentially put snow in it, they could put sandstorms in it, they could put Eclipse, DC-62, Hunters, White Tusks, Rogue Agents, you name it. They can make this thing absolutely nuts if they wanted to, and I love this idea because it's way more chaotic, I think it could be, than Survival ever was, but they could take all the good things from Survival and stuff from, the Dark Zone as well and other PvP game modes and put them all in one and make just some big kick-ass thing to play on. I don't know how many players it would hold. I'm guessing maybe it probably, depending on how big the map is, maybe, 12 to 15. I know how the Dark Zones on this game are way smaller, but now it's a separate project. Maybe they can set up, different servers for it or something and have this a big open area where you can have maybe at least, 20 people, which to me, 20 people, I guess, would be enough. It's obviously not like Warzone level, but I feel like they can make a small-scale DLC and give us the PvP fix we need, or potentially they could give us a whole PvP update where this could have something like Survival in it, and also potentially maybe even have other game modes as well, because Warzone also has other game modes that are built into it, like Plunder. Now, also I want to give also another thought as well for you guys, and that's going to be the game director of the team over at Massive, and I think that is Keith Evans is his name. He is no longer a game, I guess, designer. He is a game director, which someone pointed out to me as well, and I don't know 100% what that could point to, but I know they're working on some kind of new projects, I've heard. Some people talking about, so maybe that's what this might be. I'm not 100% sure on this, but at the same time, a lot of this stuff is all speculation, and the only proof that's really out there of them working on something Division related is pretty much, their banner being changed, the rumors, and people speculating. And also the final thing I want to talk about is going to be this. They did send out a playtest back in the 16th of November 2020, so it's been a few months, not a while. But I'm pretty sure this was canceled. I don't know anybody who participated in it. I know one person who got a message from Red Storm, but they did not accept anything or go to anything about this, so who really knows? It does have Division on it, and it has Far Cry 6, and it has Ghost Recon Breakpoint, so who really knows? I have no idea what they're going to do with this, but these are just a few things I want to throw out there because some people were talking to me about this, and I know someone's going to say it, or may not. I know multiple people had made videos on this and made stuff on this. I know people made the future of the Division videos, so I'm sure other people have speculated on these topics and talked to them. But those are just a few things I wanted to get out there and talk about. Originally, I was not going to make this video, but multiple people asked me and things that I were thought about it. And a lot of these posts are, especially the 2018 one and the Redstone one, they're pretty old. And for, I guess, the Division 3, I don't see Division 3 anytime in the future just yet. But I don't want to give people false hope because I feel like it could still happen. I do. I'm still open to the idea of Division 3 happening. But currently, right now, how things are and the games they're working on, I feel like it may be more likely to get another expansion and maybe another, PvP DLC or something before we even get a look at the Division 3. So we'll just have to wait until probably around February, I think, is when we wrap up the season for Manhunt, which I'll pull it up real quick if you guys are not aware. Yeah, I still have to go kill Magnus, and I have to do all this stuff today or tomorrow, depending on whenever I get it done. And next one is going to be Cersei, which is available in 2 weeks and 4 days, which is actually not too far away. Then we have the prime target, Fei Lao. Another thing I'm looking forward to is going to be the new apparel event, which I'll go to right now if you guys go over to your seasons. And you guys will see it is right here. 1 week and 4 days, the Codename Nightmare apparel event starts. So I'm very curious to see what's going to be in this. Now, maybe that will point to something as well. Also, you got to think about the Langley files, which I will talk about for like a fourth time. Those are also leaked in the game. You guys can look at, but you can't access them. They are there, so they do point to something happening in the future, or they might be linked to somehow Codename Nightmare. But there's 10 of them, and they're collectibles, so I find it very likely that there will be some kind of small DLC or mission that we'll go to, and we'll have to collect those. Overall, I think that's pretty much everything I covered on the list. A lot of you guys were asking me about to cover and talk about, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens in the future. And my overall opinion on the spin-off I think it's a good idea. I think it'd be really cool to have a big open-ass battle royale, survival-inspired warzone type game. I usually don't like battle royales, but if it's survival at all, anything all like survival, to me survival was more than a battle royale. I feel like survival was just constant hell, hitting the hell out of you and trying to pretty much kill you. That's pretty much why it was called survival. But like I said, that's over my thoughts on pretty much all the leaks and stuff, and people ask me what I think is going to happen with Red Storm, so we will just have to wait and see how they take on this project. But thanks all for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more Division 2 content, and I'll catch you guys all later.